We have to take our last commercial break of the show, but when Video Game Trader TV returns, we suit up to hunt down some aliens and sharpen our teeth to feed on some predators, and 5,200 junkies prosper with rent wars in our homebrew segment. Don't go anywhere, Video Game Trader TV will be back in a sonic spin attack.
Arcade Arsenal, RoboCop and Bad Dudes for Nintendo.
Your move, creep.
Part man, part machine, all game, RoboCop.
Stay out of trouble.
Bad Dudes, the forces of good have never been so bad. If you're bad enough, then you're good enough for Bad Dudes and RoboCop for Nintendo.
Sega brings you major fun and games like R-Type, 8 levels of action, 8 monsters to destroy. Goldbellius, a wild adventure in the Valley of Doom, and coming soon, Roston, where you're a barbarian bounty hunter. Each sold separately only from Sega. Major fun and games.
Now you can join Team Sega and get Reggie Jackson baseball free!
How?
Just buy any 3 Sega games and call 1-800-USA-SEGA for details!
All right!
Game changes March 30th, so hurry! The Team Sega Game of the Month, major fun and free games!
What does a man of adventure do between adventures?
I play Exidy's Venture, the video cartridge that plays just like the arcade game. It sharpens my reflexes.
Armed only with an arrow, you hunt for treasure, gold, diamonds, and it's not easy because you have to get past deadly monsters, goblins, snakes,
And dragons.
Play Venture on your ColecoVision, Atari VCS, or Intellivision video game system.
I hate dragons.
Welcome back to Video Game Trader TV. I'm your host, Rachel Weinstein.
And I'm Jim Combs.
It's time for our Hidden Gem segment where we uncover those games that didn't quite get the attention they deserved or were overlooked through the years. In today's Hidden Gems, we're taking a look at Alien vs. Predator. Alien vs. Predator for the Atari Jaguar is one of the most acclaimed first-person shooters and a knockout title for the Jaguar that fans of Doom and Duke Nukem do not want to miss. Developed by Rebellion Software and released in 1994, Alien vs. Predator is like 3 games in one. At the start of the game, you have the choice between 3 races: an alien, predator, or a human, each with their own mission objectives, storyline, weapons, and abilities. While playing as the alien, you're on a bloodthirsty quest to find the alien queen, who has been kidnapped by the predators and held captive on their spaceship. Through the scenario, you're armed with your trusty claws, whipping tail, and your mouth within a mouth. The alien is the fastest character in the game, but can only use close-quarter combat. When you chain together your attacks, you can lay an egg in the human marines. Once the egg hatches inside the marine, a new alien is born. Also, the alien, like everyone's favorite badass Wolverine, can heal itself from wounds. If you choose to play as the Predator, you'll have the Marines and aliens to answer to. While the Predator cannot heal himself, he does carry medic packs to do the trick. Your points earned are based on your method of killing. If you go invisible to kill, you'll lose points, while if you remain seen, you'll gain points and access to new weapons, such as the Predator's signature spear, shoulder cannon, and projectile discs. Which leads us to the human Marine. No, not him. I'm talking about Private Lewis. As Private Lewis, you're at a disadvantage being a human, but this is one tough dude. You're caught on the same brig where the aliens and predators are duking it out, and you have no choice but to fend for yourself to stay alive. Private Lewis sets out to arm the brig with explosives and makes his way to the escape pod before detonation. You start out bare bones and acquire weapons as you go. Along your way, you'll have to find clearance cards to access doors in different levels. Watch your step, because if you walk over a dead alien body, its acid blood will damage you. Be sure to sink your teeth into this hidden gem. Now it's time to take a look at the Video Game Trader price guide and see how much your classic video games are worth.
Here we take a look at a rarity for the Super Nintendo, the Donkey Kong Competition Edition Cart. This special Donkey Kong cartridge was developed exclusively for the Nintendo PowerFest 94 and was for the 1995 Blockbuster World Video Game Championship 2 competition. The outside of the cartridge artwork is identical to the commercially released cartridge. However, in the upper right-hand corner of the label, it says Competition Cartridge to tell the two apart. You gain points by defeating enemies, collecting the letters that spell Kong, throwing barrels, and collecting bananas and balloons before the time limit runs out. Gain as many points as possible to win. Once the blockbuster competition was over, the cartridges were returned to Nintendo and sold to subscribers through the Nintendo Power Super Power Supplies catalog. Only 2,500 of these babies were made and are considered a holy grail of Super Nintendo and video game collecting. The Donkey Kong Competition Cart is worth $500 loose. With the high demand and cult following for classic video games, this gives a great opportunity for classic game designers to continue to release and design classic video games. In our homebrew segment, we find the latest and greatest from your favorite designers and newer faces. On today's episode, we take a look at Rent Wars for the Atari 5200, produced by classic gaming alumni Mr. John Swiderski. Rent Wars for the Atari 5200 was released on July 28, 2007 during the Classic Gaming Expo in Las Vegas, Nevada. The show is known for releasing tons of exclusive homebrews. Rent Wars was revived by Mean Hamster Software in 2006. It was produced by Mr. John Swiderski and programmed by Mr. Carlos Reyes and distributed by First Star Software. In Rent Wars, you play as one of two landlords competing to furnish your apartment. You must race to position yourself to grasp the necessary furnishing and complete your apartment. You can move left or right and extend your arm up and down as you attempt to place your hand on the falling object. You do not need to collect objects in specific order, and you can collect several of the same furnishing before you collect others. Rent Wars is available to buy at www.atari2600.com for $40. You can also read a review of Rent Wars by Video Game Trader's Peter G. in this month's issue. Now it's time to see what's hot overseas in our import segment.
Chanbara Beauty, as it's known internationally, was released in 2008 on DVD and is based off the hit video game Onechanbara Bikini Samurai Squad from D3 Publishing. The movie follows the main characters Aya and Kasuji as they vow to hunt down and kill all the zombies that have infested the city. Aya is on a personal vendetta to kill her sister Saki, who killed their father when they were kids. The man responsible for the zombie outbreak is Dr. Sugita, a crazed scientist who experiments on humans in search of the ultimate zombie. He was also the one who turned Saki to the dark side and had her kill her and Aya's father when she was little. Aya and Kasuji encounter Reiko along their way, a shotgun-wielding woman who wants revenge after killing her only daughter, who turned into a zombie. The movie follows very close to the premise of the video game and fleshes out more of the character's backstory, and explains why the city is infested with zombies. Also, there are several tie-ins to the video game, such as when the zombies are being hacked away, the blood shoots out onto the screen just like in the game. Also, the rage meter from the game is implemented into the movie. When Aya gets angry, she dishes out a heavy attack that kills all the zombies on screen. Sadly, Chanbara Beauty will probably not make its way to the States, so you should totally import this one. It'll only set you back about $15. I mean, come on, who doesn't love hot girls in bikinis killing zombies and tons of gore?
Well, that's all the time we have on today's show.
But if you have any questions, comments, or would like to subscribe to Video Game Trader magazine, check us out online at videogametrader.com. I'm your host, Rachel Weinstein.
And I'm Jim Combs. Be sure to join us next time on Video Game Trader TV, keeping classic video games alive. Now let's see what we got to play with today.
Ooh, the Tetris Cube.
Now not only can you play this at home on your Nintendo,
Right.
you can also play it now in the palm of your
Right,
hands.
right. That's very good.
This is great.
Thank you very much.
Hey, I want to play too.
Hey, quick question. The instructions are in here, right?
Yeah?
Okay, thanks. That would be hilarious.
Like a girl battle.
I'd love that.
Mario Kart. And you get like into the total like bitch fight, and you're like pulling the hair. Like,
Right
oh,
here.
now this is gonna get some ratings.
Very important. You must have good hair. If you don't have good hair, everything's ruined.
Action.
Sorry.
That was awesome.
Smile. Okay, never mind.
You don't have a shot at an Herbal Essence commercial.
Yeah, then I mean, if someone sees it and they're like, well, she would have been good for the Herbal Essence, but look at that hair. Jeez.
Yeah.